Cool. Yeah. You gave me time to go and have a pee and get coffee and yeah. You gave me time to go and have a pee and get coffee and yeah. Yep. Live. Time to go.
That's what teammates are for.
Gonna have to get some tips off Hoppy so I can start beating his teammate.
Good. Good.
Yeah, great, thanks. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Like I said to Blanchy last night, words of wisdom from Jamie McKnight always come through. Listen to Jamie. That's right.
I don't know. What did he tell you last night?
No, it was about his fuel saving and the way he goes about it.
Hang on,
Lifting very, very early, wait until you get round the corner before you punch it. And yeah, it was so slow, it was sad, but yeah, it was all good. Behind the safety car, I virtually had to clutch in the whole lap except for going up hills.
Yeah, I did as well. While we had our safety cars last night, I was clutching as much as I could, and but not during the race. That's just one thing too many, I think.
He did. Hey, all right, mate.
I'm only here as a technical advisor.
Yeah, we could do with a few more.
Gotta love that livery that we've got there for the WK&P. The old Albert Barella. Which Lukey gave a good story to earlier.
It's one of those liveries you just got to keep looking at.
Yeah, look, Richie asked me to do it last season and knocked it up, and yeah. And well, a lot of, you know Hoff, that we've got Barella Road, and you know Peards, and you know the tribute to Albert at Peards as well.
Absolutely, yes.
Yes, yeah. So it was just an awesome story to do and an awesome story to tell, and it's the citation on the side of the car, which is pretty hard to read there, but yeah.
It's there.
Yeah. Yeah. And Blanchy's all over it at the moment.
Mr. Hayes, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. Yourself?
Yeah,
Good.
not bad.
Good, Hazy. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good. Good. Figured I'd jump in and watch the race again.
Love having the Scorpion boys in here. It's good to see you, mate.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a good race last night. Definitely some close competition in different spots on the track.
Interesting.
Look, after Winton, I was a bit disillusioned, and I was quite surprised after last night. So
Yeah, so there was a few people I was surprised with the pace that they've picked up lately.
I have liked this track. It's one of my favourites. So I think that's why. Yeah, I didn't do so well in practice and quali, but race turned out alright.
Yeah, it's actually my first 200 race. I haven't done any races here, so I didn't know how I was going to go. But, yeah, it was a bit of an unknown for me. And normally I gauge myself against the other drivers in our team. I wasn't sort of up where I wanted to be.
bye-bye, Matty.
What do you parents? There you go, mate.
Good. How are you?
Good, mate.
Mate.
Yeah, good, Scotty.
Scotty?
Chris?
Ooh.
I can't see names.
Okay.
Sorry, Murph. I didn't realise I hadn't done that. Running a great looking livery too from the Taipan boys with the Anzac livery. I've got to say, Benny did really well organising that one for you.
Yeah, KRD did some great paints.
Yeah, I've been watching all the different splits, and you've definitely had some good paints across the week.
There was some really good ones out there.
And for those people that are doing it, that's a lot of time and effort to put into, for those liveries for this week and next week.
The level of detail on some of those is incredible.
Is that a bit better, Heels? I've just changed the age setting. I've got the Logitech G Hub running tonight, which is supposed to make my voice a bit louder than normal. But is that a bit better, mate? I've just turned it down, I think. Sorry,
Make it more manly.
Nah, nothing can make it more manly.
Nah.
Hey Ed,
Hey, good evening, guys. Hey, you always sound fine, John.
How are you, Ed?
Yeah,
Big
fine.
shout out to Pete Latham as well, who's in the chat. How are you, Pete?
Wait for him to type back.
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong chat. Pete did say he was going to drop in Saturday.
course,
unfortunately, Pete got cooked yesterday and couldn't race.
that's disappointing.
Yeah.
And of course, the drivers' lounge is open to all the drivers from all the splits, so you're more than welcome to drop in, Pete, if you want. In the Feds Squad channels where you find us.
We
Tried
don't.
hanging on to the back of Blanchie here, but he just had a little bit too much pace, and I mucked up a couple of laps.
It was interesting. I was watching. It was a good learning experience because after a couple of laps, I worked out, and I don't know if you've seen. You would catch me on the same sections of track, and I would leave you on the same sections of track. So some parts of the track you were faster, and then I counted that with the other parts of the track where I was faster.
Yeah, I was watching that. Just that yo-yo effect that we had.
I was trying to. My main thing, I was trying to get far enough out to get so as you couldn't get that toe down the back straight. That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, well, that's what I was. That was my main aim, was to get these two corners right. And I think there was 1 or 2 laps here where I buggered this corner up, and just did me in the end.
Yeah, that one there. If you don't get that one right, and I probably actually think there was probably only 1 lap where I buggered up that corner, which really surprised me. That was a consistency thing, and I just running through my mind every corner. Don't overdrive it.
Big shout out, Lucas Burt and Pete Latham have joined us, and I hear that Anthony Bismar's coming into the chat as well a bit later. So how are you, boys?
Yeah, good. Friday night. Nothing better to do. Hey.
Good race last night. We were down Kogan and made 10 laps, I reckon. I love this track, so yeah, I've got a skill.
Yeah, the old COVID knocks you about a bit, doesn't it, Pete?
Yeah, absolutely. I was looking forward to it. We had the livery done, and you know, I like it's one of my favourite tracks, so yeah, it's one I look forward to see how.
Well, hopefully, mate, you'll be back next week and into it. So
Yeah, so I look forward to always on watch your racing on this one. So.
You're not the only one, Pete. My wife bought it yesterday too.
Oh yeah.
it's all right.
For the second time.
Second time. That's a bit rough.
Yep.
That's shit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to have it a second time. But
I haven't caught it once.
No, I had it the other week, Scotty, and it's the first time I've literally gone, nah, not racing tonight. So it's not much fun. So I feel for you all.
Oh, that's. I looked at paying my wife's in and I don't want it.
Yeah, no, you definitely don't want
No. Me daughter's had it, and luckily I didn't get it, even though we live in the same house. So
it.
Yeah.
My young fella come home from his mother's from after the weekend, and he was off colour, and gave him the rat test and said, right, you're going straight back to your mother's.
Love it.
Yeah, so me and the wife, and she's in childcare, and yeah, we're both lucky we haven't got it yet. So yeah, we've sort of surprised ourselves there.
Yeah, I think it's easier to get COVID than it is to win Test Lotto. So yeah.
Good evening, Ben.
How are you, God?
Hey, Ben.
Hello.
Mr. Galley, Dave Galley, joining us too.
Dave Galley, Mr. Dave, how are you?
Legend.
Good strategy. I was hoping you would cop on that last corner last night, mate.
No, that was Andrew.
It was Andrew, was it?
Yeah.
I guess I can see Galley.
I'm the slow one.
Since when?
Yeah, you were pretty quick last night, Dave.
Yeah, we'll leave that alone.
Oh dear. Hey, we're going to need a bigger room. It's getting crowded in here.
It is, isn't it? Let's have a look at Dave. Speaking of Dave, here's Dave.
The paintwork didn't work, Johnny.
I know. We clicked it. We trading paints together, so I'm surprised by that.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a... Can we get off this way?
Get off his
Why?
lap.
This is the one that goes to shit real quick.
And just like that, the camera stays on.
Yeah,
There we go.
exactly.
Speaking
I
of
was reading
Lucas,
that.
there we go. There's Lucas. Whoops.
I have a few.
Oh, that was beautiful, Lucas. Nice turn there.
Now let's go back to you,
Bit of
Dave.
smoke.
Yeah, no worries. This is what happens when you're nice to your brother. You should overtake him.
Jimmy Nickel, there you go, mate.
Sir Tim, how are you, mate?
Oh, mate, I was V8 Scop support, fucking 10-second lead and ran out of fuel. Again, fucking
bugger.
2 nights in a row.
Can I ask a huge favour? Speaking of Timmy Nichols, you know that picture you did of the PC?
What I posted today.
Yeah, you posted today.
Yeah.
Couldn't do one of those with him in the middle of the screen for East Coast?
Yeah. Yep.
I'd love it. Cheers, mate. It's almost fun when people keep changing their liveries like he has.
No, I still don't get used to fucking orange and black.
What's he got to find another sponsor again, has he?
Changed team. His team and merged into Synergy Sim Racing. Hence the reason they now have 36 P8 drivers.
Fuck. How many?
I'd hate to be that team manager.
There you go, Dave. You're gone.
Yeah, that's it. It's all over here.
Yeah, but
That was
straight
a
lines
nice
on
fishtail. Oh, boom.
Straight lines on a livery, just different colour.
Dave.
They're saying we're all a bit quiet at the moment.
I'm going to have to take you aside, Timmy, and show you how to...
Quiet, okay. Maybe just try something
I know,
else.
mate. I know. Absolute coughed over under the bridge over the hill going down the front straight.
Is that a bit better, Steve?
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Stephen Murray, testing.
Oh,
Super.
hello.
Oh!
Oh,
Whoopsies. That happened right,
What happened then, Dave?
that happened right in front of me, that one.
Here's me with a black one and say big thank you to you for the night. Laurie Saunders got me home in the end. We'll talk about it later.
What happened there? It was bent still.
Yeah, I think you want to invent still.
Yeah, it was. And because when I accelerated out of the pits, it slammed into the wall even harder. I had 2 pit stops in 2 laps. It's great.
Isn't it funny how weeks, such a long time in sim racing, here we are grinding away at Winton, come here and we all had a ball.
Yeah. Wait till next week at Imola.
Much better flowing track, which I think makes a difference in a V8 supercar, whereas Winton's a lot of work.
Yeah, but Winton's a lot of work, but that was a lot of fun too. I'd like.
I was going to say, you got a weird sense of fun.
I was going to say, you sadist or something?
Yeah, I am.
I did like Winton. I thought Winton, because it's another Australian track, it's about time we got some more.
Have you been to
Yeah.
it?
No, I haven't been to Winton.
Yeah,
I have heard of the horrors. Sorry.
yeah. I mean, I had to have it lay down for 3 days after Winton to recover, but that was,
That was just because of the alcohol that was drunk.
Mate, you should have done East Coast 100 laps. That was fun.
That's when you take a Bex and a Coke and a lie down.
I had to break out the Denk rubber the next day.
East Coast broadcast. In the middle of a 300k race in the East Coast, Darren goes off to the skid pad and does a few laps. A few turns.
Did he?
He did, yeah.
I didn't even notice.
I picked up the broadcast. I was like, what are you doing, Darren?
Okay. Fair enough.
Hey, Craig Healy, I love you too, mate. First of May, 28th anniversary. It's Zenit's Castle. So, going to race in this time of the year is very special to me, personally.
You running a centre helmet?
Stavaga. How you going, mate?
Good, how you going?
How are you, Steve?
Good, how's it going?
So, how's your holiday going?
Could be over.
I was going to say he spends more time on here on his holiday.
Everyone goes to bed this fucking week.
Good to have a split one driver in split three drivers there, so it's great, mate. Nice to have you.
Good with sport.
Hang on. I did not get that one.
Yeah, what about Timmy?
What the? Jesus Christ.
Timmy doesn't count.
Yeah, he asked for a favour too. He didn't welcome me. He's like, can I have? No.
Photographers in the Northern Territory. Also,
No, it's on the end.
Drivers Lounge as well.
Shirts him Nicky now.
The only photographer in the Northern Territory.
Hey, I'm the only driver in the East Coast that has a Mister before their name on the driver's list. I don't know if anyone's noticed that.
Well, I'll soon change that.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I'll remind everybody about
Mister.
Mister.
How are you, Bugs?
Good, how you doing, Scotty?
Good, mate.
Just out of interest, Benny, how many 0Xs over the three splits last night?
Not too many, I think. I haven't had a look.
More bonus points from me.
Matty McMillan, instead of telling me I'm too quiet, mate, you better get in here. That's all I'm going to say from the chat. Matt Heels, where are you, mate?
Well done, Ed.
Thanks, mate.
Let's have a look. There's a few battles going on here. Of course, Ed's battling away. And a good looking livery too there, Ed. Must take my hat off to you, mate. Looks good.
Thank you. Yours truly done that one. First one in about 8 years.
Well
It's
done,
a
mate.
nice colourful livery actually.
Mm.
Yeah,
Quite like it.
Ed's son was like me, yeah, he's got to come back through the field.
No, who was calling me out as a sandbagger last night? Was it you, Ed?
Yeah, mate, because you bloody you qualified quicker than you practiced.
Yeah, not by much.
I was on a perler on the second one and completely sideways going through the last turn again.
I'm going to make a public statement though, because Mark did boast about his lap times today. I did actually set a faster lap than you during the race at one stage, Mark.
No, I wasn't. That wasn't boasting about my lap times here. It was actually about boasting about my consistent lap times over the last since the start of the season. And there was a couple of drivers there who think I can't drive. So I thought I'd put that out there just for those who think I can't. And I hope you read it all, because consistency is the key.
I've never said you can't drive.
That's my favourite saying.
I think they just know what buttons they can press to.
Oh, someone's calling the macros. The macros for getting the bite out of Mark Dial.
Oh, I love macros. Macros, not macaroons. Sorry.
Yeah, wrong one, Coffee.
Nice little pack going here.
It's a great little pack.
Yeah.
You sort of got Galley and Matty McMillan in the middle of it.
I think the majority obviously too old to know how to use bloody macros.
Yeah.
It'd be a bit embarrassing if you used them and it still didn't help.
Is that anything like nachos?
Nah, it's a bit like the goldfish saying he says good. It's a bit like the Nacho saying that Mark Doyle can't drive. Who said that? And then going, he's good when the macros warm up.
And you got to warm them macros up there. You can't serve them cold.
Nah,
they've got to be melted.
You just throw them in the microwave for a minute.
Bit like a goldfish. You just flush them.
You see the track map there. There's not many guys by themselves, is there?
It wasn't all night, really.
It's like I said, it's amazing.
I'll bring it up a bit later after the second safety car, but when I needed someone to be in front of me. But yeah, most of the night you were never really alone. Where sort of Winton, I felt like I was by myself.
That looks a bit like the Henry Highway coming through Albury at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Now, Hoffy, are you talking pre-bypass or
Yeah,
with
I
the
was
bypass?
About to say this. I was about to say the same thing as well. Actually, was that before the bypass or after?
Oh, before the bypass.
That's when all the mothers are coming to pick their kids up from school.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Hoffy, the East Albury boy, mate. I moved in before the bypass, and it's amazing how it's changed lifestyles.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, now it's just full of shit lords.
Hey, I used to love it. You used to come out the Hume, before the western part of the Sydney freeway was finished. You put on the cruise control until you got into Melbourne. That was a good life.
Oh, it's like that now. I just pull off, put it on cruise control, and I'm in Wodonga. So, I love it.
Yeah, a lot of people hit cruise control and don't make it anywhere. They just fall the side of the road.
Big one down the dipper. Just launch her down the dipper. She's clear, mate.
Oh, yeah, they were always good times.
If they were the good old days.
Yeah.
Cameron Veacock, what are you doing, buddy?
Get in here, Veacock. How are you, mate?
Oh, getting there, boys.
Getting there?
Yeah.
Good to see you've ditched Scops qualifying for us.
Got to do something at some point.
Did you like Blake's improvement on his lap time?
Did he?
What did he end up doing?
20.066 or something.
Oh, very nice. I snuffed my first lap, so I'm at a 20.3 at the moment. But I think I've done a combined about 55 laps here now.
Good to see you back in the rig, mate.
The goldfish has said to you, Mr. Dial, driving reminds me of mothers picking up kids from school.
The goldfish should be in here.
Defending himself, exactly.
I'm Mr. Visma.
There you go, Mr. Visma.
Team here on my own. You're my teammate, so get your backside in here.
Team boss Anthony, Ben Anthony has spoken, Visma. You need to be in here. You too, Mr. Healy.
What do they say? One in, one out.
I think me and Gary went nose to tail for the whole race. He got me on the last pit stop.
So what you're saying is move on to the next one.
First pit stop coming up.
So who's in the top 10 at the moment, Mr. Healy? Mr. Blanchard is in the P1, P2, Mr. Dial, P3 is Jason Dunn, Mr. Jason Dunn. Mr. Will Munro is P4, Ed Cullen P5, Blanchard 6, 7 is Matty McMillan from WK&P, followed by Andrew Galley, David Garbutt, and yours truly is in the top 10 at the moment.
Oh, there must have been pit stops or something that's happened.
Is the grid upside down?
Not yet.
Yeah, it felt like it.
Yeah.
Hey Timmy, if you notice, there's a couple of misters in there as well.
Oh, there is.
But they're not in the East Coast, so Timmy still does have a wheelbarrow to push.
It's just to separate the young punks from us senior fucking executive type.
Exactly.
I do reckon we should scrutiny Johnny's car from last night, though. Catch. Kept looking up, going, "What's going on?" I can normally get a bit of a draft going and catch up to him, but he was just pulling away on me.
Well, I found 1.3 seconds or 1.5 seconds, I think it was, in between practice and my race pace. I don't know where it came from.
I have no idea either. I wasn't overly happy about it though.
Talking to somebody that
check his telemetry.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Go back.
Yeah.
Matty McMillan overshoots his spot. We'll move on to Eddie Cullen. There's a close battle here. Still with behind. With Gary Buckland.
How did Matt get in 7th?
Matt just had one of those nights you just want to forget. You just pack it up and go.
Someone put the lawnmower blades on Matt's car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got one of those on lap 4. Someone behind me said, "Good save, Ed." I don't know who that was.
I think it was me.
Yeah. I was going down the front straight sideways on the grass. Managed to keep it off the ball, thank God.
Yeah, I thought I was going to be looking at Matty's tail all night, but yeah, didn't turn out that way.
So, based on what Craig Healy just said in the chat, all I'm going to say to you, Anthony Visma, is nugs, not drugs. Apparently he loves his buckets of chicken. Getting all sorts of insights into the Taipan esports team tonight.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by KFC, unfortunately.
Shut up and take my money.
Are they spicy? Are they spicy chicken?
Spicy chicken, Scotty.
So, Darren Warren hunting down Laurie Saunders in front of him here.
Up to 7th. It was an interesting comment you made earlier on, Chris, about how two drivers on the same lap, some were quicker on certain bits and they'd catch up on the other bit.
Yeah, I knew I was quicker around that last section coming up out of the S's, and then through the two corners leading onto the back straight, I was quicker through there. Whereas I probably lost a little bit coming into the S's. So it was just interesting to watch all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about, Chris. I need names for corners, please.
Oh.
Really?
Darren Walden going a bit bush there, cutting a bit of grass.
The old distraction going into pit lane.
It's a very hard pit lane to get into on speed, isn't it?
And here's a great looking Pecky Performance livery. Scotty Perrins under a bit of pressure from Faz.
Well, there's a safety car.
Is Anthony in split 3, is he?
Oh.
Anthony Visma.
Yeah.
I don't know if he might want to come in and tell us which splits he's in.
Because I'm just, whenever I see safety car, I just think of him.
When he says Scotty was talking about buying a wheel and stuff the other night, I'm thinking Scotty Perrins buying some new gear.
Some gift, but not a steering wheel.
Nice direct drive would be nice.
Oh, it makes a difference. For anybody that's listening, and look, people will stand up for each brand that they have, but just to go to a direct drive makes a huge difference.
What are you running, Chris?
What's that?
What are you running?
Fenatech DD1.
DD1, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, and it made a huge difference to me. The more I cranked it up to, the faster I went, but also just the fact catching spins and catching slides. That's the biggest difference of a direct drive. Your consistency comes up because of it.
Mate, I've had mine now for nearly 12 months, and I still reckon I haven't got it tuned 100% properly. I've had a bit of help from a few people, but yeah.
Yeah, I've Googled everything. I've watched every YouTube video, come up with what feels good. Talk to people as well. I've now got 3 save settings. I've got one standard setting. I've got a setting that's more turned down for the rougher street circuits.
Yep.
Where it's a lot rougher, and also your turns are a lot more harsher, a lot more 90 degree turns.
Yep.
And then I've got another setting with the force feedback turned up another 10% higher, which I used at Canadian Motorsports.
Yep.
On those real fast flowing circuits where your corners are open, and I found that worked as well. So I've got for the V8 sort of those 3 settings in the wheel saved. I actually thought I'd try my Barber one on here, and it was just so heavy I couldn't use it.
Yeah, Pete's recently got a one of those wheels, and first couple of weeks he's saying his arms are just about to drop off. You there, Pete?
Yeah, I'm here. Yep.
Hey, Pete, how are you, mate?
Yeah. I've got a M10, I think it is.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah. Updated it. So.
And how you going with your COVID battle, mate?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's just slow but sure. Running my Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so it's the 3rd day.
Third day, so the fever will be starting to tone down a little bit.
Yeah, it's over there today. And by tomorrow and next day I'll be up and around. I nearly started to get up. I'm up here to race. The race, but lots of shit.
Don't rush yourself, mate. You don't want to, the fatigue's the next bit that's going to be the fun bit. So yeah, take it easy, buddy.
Yeah. So I thought, I'll come up and watch you guys. I'll do watch you anyway, but I thought I'd come and say hello, have a quick chat.
Great to have you in here, mate.
Yeah, so I always enjoy watching the race on Fridays, and it's good to see a teammate in there having a bit of fun, getting quicker and quicker every week, so it's good.
Yes, especially the safety car about to pass our leader.
Right.
Let's say, what's happened with the safety car there?
No, they didn't crash at Veacock Corner.
Hey, you know what? Any publicity is good publicity, alright?
Yeah,
and that's what I'm sticking with.
I was trying to work out how, as the race leader, I got called around to pass the safety car, but I thought, hey, I'm under instructions, I'll do it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I was tentative as well. He goes, nah, 12, go by. I go, okay.
Because for you newer blokes in the league, we had Cam in the safety car, and he crashed in Sunset at Sebring.
In spectacular style.
And then it turned up on the iRacing top 10. And iRacing then put it on Twitter by itself as look at this.
And
Instagram, yes, look at this. And then when East Coast rocked up to Sebring, I deliberately made the point of changing Sunset to Veacock Corner and showing the video during the race.
And you know what?
You loved it.
I loved it.
Publicity, good publicity. Eh?
Exactly right. Any publicity is good publicity.
Uh,
But you know, it's one of those things that it just caught me completely off guard.
Well, that in response to Anthony Bismuth there, yes, Craig does need thicker glasses by the look of that.
it's getting very personal between Taipan boys in our chat, isn't it?
It gets personal all the time. 24/7, I can tell you.
There you go. I've thrown the YouTube link up into the YouTube chat, so have everyone can click on that and have a look at Cam's moment of glory.
I'll definitely look at that, Cam. That's worth a look, I reckon.
That's a classic.
Oh, it's one of the greatest. It's one of the greatest hits of the veterans. All right, and I'm not even a veteran.
I loved it.
It will be for a long time.
Oh, mate,
Cam.
I will own it too. If I had someone that could paint my car, I would get a picture of sunset put on my car.
Consider it done.
I'll have to reach out to Hobbo and see if he can put a picture of my car upside down or the safety car upside down in sunset for me.
Yeah.
Consider it done. Mind you, Hobbo does do a great job with all your liveries and everything else.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he does a phenomenal job. And
Hobbo's doing a bit of other stuff for me at the moment. And yeah, absolutely sensational.
He's always updating me.
And really right about now is going through my brain, how do I do this one?
And you were off.
Soon as I entered into the chicane, I thought, nah, drive it from here.
And that was the right call, to be honest.
Yeah.
If you waited till you got down on coming down the hill or into the corner, it would have been too late.
It was the right call for all of us, really,
Mm.
because we got a clean run off it.
You caught that Mustang behind you off guard.
Oh no, Hazy, you dropped back from the car in front of you a little bit.
Yeah. He cheated. They've already got your motor pulled down in the shed at the moment.
Fourth
I've got
out, is it?
You probably want to check mine because the two Starfire 4s that Pecky gives me that are bolted together, they actually performed quite well last night.
No, I'm sure Pecky had that on the dyno.
It didn't work for me because I blew it.
No, they took the one out of my car and gave to you.
Pecky blew his last night, so he wants to. He actually caught up Barella's motor, so.
Check the doors. Check the doors for extra weight.
Yeah.
That explains it, Hoffy.
So
Yes, you are pulling away, Johnny.
Like I said, I don't know what happened. I somehow found a second and a half between quali and the race.
We should check back in on that towards the end of the race and see where we were.
I need to check on Scotty Parrington and see if it's one of those Red Bull / Honda engines.
I was going to say, John, that maybe that's why you needed a fuel save. You found that extra speed.
No, I fuel saved because we sort of worked everything on 2.9 litres when we were running about 3 litres. So
Yeah, I was going to say normally it was about 3-1.
yeah, so I was kind of banking on another lap under the safety car, and we didn't get that. So that's what really hurt. And then this Muppet can't fuel save to save himself. When he does clutch into fuel save, he runs off the track. So we won't talk about that later.
Once you got the first safety car, I knew that I wasn't going to even bother trying fuel save because I knew I was going to make it. So I just went hard at it, as hard as I could go.
So it was
I had
something.
a great battle here with Jason Dunn.
dun dun
It
dun.
was
dun.
like that a couple times.
Actually, you watch towards the end of this this part of the race here. Dunny gets some speed. He really gets some speed going.
To be honest with you, out of all the blokes in Split 3, Dunny, and I hope he doesn't take offence to this, Dunny is one of the blokes I'm actually surprised is in Split 3, because last season when we had the 2 splits, he was quick. And he was one of the guys, and I know he's probably got life commitments going on and he always starts towards the back because of those, but he was quick. So I'm quite surprised he's in Split 3, and he sort of starts at the back and charges through. And then he sort of has the odd race where he sort of struggles on the track as if he doesn't know it, or it's a new track to him. But Dunny's a quick driver.
Yeah, well, I think from memory, like last season before that, he was top 15 easy.
Yeah.
In the Split 2.
Yeah, no, there are some, I don't want to offend anyone else in our series, but there are some guys in our series who I think are genuinely very quick.
Well, when you compare some of the times to the Split 2 times, you think, what's going on here?
Well, this was a discussion we sort of had a little while ago. We said, wouldn't it be interesting if each week we actually have a spreadsheet of everyone's qualifying time for the race and just put them all in together in order of the qualifying time and then colour code who's in what split.
Mm.
And as you say that, Benny's sitting there working it out right now.
It won't take long.
The other thing is too that with the way the splits are and everyone's so close, you're going to improve. You know, it's just natural. You're going to improve when you're close to the same speeds.
Well, that was one of my reasons for supporting the 3 splits is that let blokes race against blokes who are their own pace, because it's going to improve their racecraft and improve their speed. Where, no offence, like Will, Ed, Gary, Andrew Galley, when we had the 2 splits, you were kind of still worried about blokes coming up behind you halfway through the race. So all of a sudden, it's relatives. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Where in this series, where you don't have that, you race.
Yeah, it'd be like those IMSA series where there's 2 car mates. You've got to keep your eye out for the prototypes. And...
Yeah.
I liked it up till this week until Johnny was in front of me, and then I went, I don't know if I like this.
No offense, Craig Healy. I'm surprised you're not in Split 3.
I suppose the proof is too,
and Baldock as well,
have been put up. How many people were in favour of retaining the free split format as it is now?
To be honest, from where I sit, I love it. Last night, I was hanging onto the back of Dave Galbert. Loved it. I was battling away with 2 or 3 other blokes who I knew I could trust, I could battle away with. A few others, I knew I was risking it. But I just love the fact that we've got this group now, and it's a bit of camaraderie amongst it, and it's brought back the feeling that I had when I first started Vets, which is fantastic.
Yeah, great point about racecraft. I couldn't tell you. I've done a lot of sim racing over, the last 20 odd years, but the actual racing, you usually end up all spread out, yada yada yada. But last night it was, bumper to bumper, nearly the whole race. It was like a new sim. I wasn't going to say game. I got in trouble last week. Like a new simulator, because it's like, oh, hang on a minute, it's a racing simulator. It's not lapping by myself simulator.
I have that discussion with the wife when she says you're going down on your game. It's not a game, it's a sim.
Yeah. Now, Of course, Blanchy, Anita's a big supporter of a lot of our broadcasts.
Yes.
When are we going to get her in the sim?
Is there a punchline there, or are we waiting?
Yeah. Did I miss something there?
No, when are we going to get her in the sim?
What's that, sorry?
When are we going to get her in the sim?
The missus?
Yeah. She
She
loves it because she's watching it all the time.
Yeah, no. She loves the speedway, and I've had her on it, trialing it on here, and yeah, I think she doesn't get on it in case she likes it too much and kicks me off. Which would be perfect for me, because then I can upgrade my rig again.
That's why you buy a second simulator.
I know, that's exactly correct. But no, because I did say that to her, you know, we'd like to get more of the other halves on there if they're interested in it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, Mandy's had a few goes at it, and she does Bathurst in about 18 minutes. She's doing all right.
18 minutes.
My other half just yells at me all the time for doing something dumb or stuffing up.
Yeah, well, I won't say the only time she watched me last week was when I turned around on the track and went head first into Hoffy and I got abused. And I said, that's payback for everything you've done to me.
No more teaching for you then. See ya.
He was going Travis.
Yeah, actually, that track guide that Travis put up was excellent.
Really is it really is a track day. Like you talk about track guides and everything else. It's a track where little things make a big difference. This one.
With this track, it's like most sport, and I actually meet the brake wires backwards and forwards through different parts of the lap.
The biggest thing about this track, and this is something that I've had to teach myself, is that it's very easy to overdrive a car.
Yeah,
So
the front end of the car.
Corners, you need to really take some speed off, and then think about where you are, because otherwise you really push on, the front of the car just won't turn, and you'll end up just ploughing off into the abyss.
Yeah, you're exactly correct there. If you tried to carry too much speed, or if you started to drive it too early, it just understeered like nothing else. You we're just going to go off the track.
And a great example for that, Chris, is the S's. If you start that first one up, you slow through that whole series of bloody turns.
Yeah.
Well, that's the same as coming onto the back straight. If you get those two for right-handers, you usually get the first one because the camber's all right.
Yeah.
But then when you get to the second one, because it slightly rolls off camber, if you even push the car out of that corner, you're going to get swallowed by 2 or 3 cars behind you, because it's going to get the draft on you and it's all over.
I was actually showing Blanchy going through the S's there where I was powering right through the whole lot by short shifting.
Yeah.
I won't tell you what tricks I picked up off of there, Hoffer.
Okay, yeah. No, tell me, because I want to relearn them.
Hey Cam, you like my Photoshop skills?
Greg Favell, how are you, mate? Welcome to the chat. It's great to have a split one driver in here with Barks.
Yeah, I noticed all the people in here. I went, I'm missing out on the party.
It's a great party, mate. Us Split 3 boys, we have a lot of fun down here.
Yeah, it looks like I've been watching the stream. It's good.
Nice little move from Danny on you there, Dial.
Yeah, it was. I tried to hold it off, but yeah, I'll give credit when credit's due. He made a good move there.
As I said, this is the part of the race where Dunny really got some speed up. He did.
Yeah, he falls off though, and another lap or two, I think. And I didn't see him again after that. I think he may have pitted.
No, he come chasing me. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure he did. Yeah, I'm sure it was Dunny was up behind me. He come after me, and Yeah, and I was watching him on the splits, and I'm going, really? Where is he getting the pace from?
That's where I think it comes back to the whole overdriving the car again. If you start to overdrive the car and you're watching your split times, you'll start to do things in corners where you don't necessarily think about it, and you'll start to push that a little further, or miss your braking marker. And it's a very common thing across all, even real life motorsport. People start watching mirrors.
Yeah.
And they start overdriving the car or watching the sector times, like especially in the sim.
Like, I found a 1.5 seconds because I had times turned off and I was just apex to apex, accelerate, brake.
It's a very easy trap to fall into by having your sector times on.
It's a good example of one of those tracks where it feels slow, it's fast.
Yeah, 100%. That's this track in a nutshell, is it?
I turned the sector times off during the race.
I'd be lost if I didn't have them on.
Yeah. Because we're in a pack, I turned them off as well. Because you just concentrate about, not running into the bloke in front of you, making sure you're not slow for the bloke behind you. So you've got other things to worry about than sector times. But
no, I don't see that. I have it on, but it isn't in my line of vision. I can see if it's red or green, but I can't tell you what the numbers are on the screen. And if I know it's red or green, I know that I'm stuffing that corner up. So next time around, I do my best to fix that up.
yeah, I got a PB in the race for a week's practice, but I couldn't tell you what lap it was, but I got my PB in the race. So that was me not looking at sector times.
Yeah.
Different things work for different people.
Yeah.
100%. I typically, so if I'm doing an enduro, I'll run my sector, I'll run my delta on, and that's usually if I'm trying to hit a fuel number, just so I know roughly how much time I'm losing.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of trying to look at a fuel number, I can look at a sector time and work out, okay, so if I need to be, let's say 3/10 down for the entire lap, I've saved enough fuel. That's roughly what I do, but other than that, I always turn it off because otherwise it just gets too confusing.
Well, you have to excuse me, guys. I gotta lie down.
Hey, thanks for joining us.
Look after yourself, Pete. Take it easy, mate. And plenty of water's the key. And and like I said, you probably got the next phase is a fair bit of fatigue. So look after yourself, mate, because it's not much fun. Trust me.
I'll talk to you later, Pete. Look after yourself, mate.
See you, Pete.
See you, Pete.
Good poor bugger. Killed him missing the race.
Killed. I know how he feels because it's not very often I've done the same where you sort of lay there and go, nah, not doing it.
It's a poor bugger who's running about 6th or 7th in the second division, and he dropped to about 24th or something like that. That's how close it is. Up there, one race can drop you nearly 10 spots.
If you talk to Anthony Visma and Craig Healy, it's very vicious in that second split.
But Ben was nice enough to put up the drop rounds this week, so I noticed that, Ben, so that was pretty good.
What are you laughing, Ben?
I just saw the video of Tim run out of fuel in the Scop support. Couldn't help but laugh. he got past out under the bridge.
Oh,
On
no.
the last lap.
Didn't that happen in split 1 last night as well?
Isn't that like an exact replica or something else?
And split 3, but we'll get to that later.
It wasn't to do with run out of fuel last night.
Oh yeah, that wasn't fuel, yeah.
That was someone running Jamie McKnight's engine or gearbox, one of the two.
Yeah, no, well, you won't be anymore.
I was just happy to finish. Last couple of races I've had dramas.
I gotta go, you guys.
All right, Scotty. Thanks for dropping in, mate.
Enjoy the chicken, mate.
We have our second safety car. Let's click that button over there.
Yeah, welcome aboard too, Greg, to Taipan. You'll find it's a madhouse over there.
Yeah, thanks for that. Looking forward to it.
Yes.
Probably the one bit of advice I can give is ignore everything that Anthony Visma says.
and mute the chat because it goes off at all hours of the night.
And congratulations on a gold ticket too, Greg.
Yes, thank you. Bit of a surprise, but looking forward to it.
Mate, for all the boys here in the chat and in the vets, Greg's been invited to the Logitech Pro Supercar Invitational Series, representing us vets boys. So
Awesome.
Make sure you follow the series and cheer on Greg as he races against 39 of the best V8 drivers in the country.
I'll tell you now, the wife's not going to be happy with the amount of practice I'm going to be putting in.
Bugger that. Go kick ass, man.
Looking forward to having you in there, Greg. Definitely be getting the support behind you, mate, because you deserve it.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. Bit of a challenge, but always up for it.
Now, need to have a talk to people about these safety cars. You know, this was 2 laps too early, this one.
Yeah.
It was one lap too early. It's needed an extra lap under the safety car.
I was looking at the fuel calculator going, it's not going to be enough.
One more lap, Dave, and we would have been right if we had safety car for one more lap.
Keep it on the lead cars here. I don't know if it's this lap or the next lap. Watch what I think it's the first 3 of us do as we come over the hill. Bit of gamesmanship going on.
All heading to the pit lane, were you?
Yeah. Yeah, you watch, there's about 3 of us. We're all going right, then we're going left again.
You've already pitted here, Dave. We've already pitted here. This is yourself, myself, and Andrew Galley. The 3 of us went in together and went, we're going to do this.
And it didn't work.
We just needed one more lap. One more lap under the safety car, we would have been home.
I was screaming at crew chief to tell him to get me into pits, and I did realise about 2 laps later that my boom was up and he was not hearing me.
The old boom.
Who is driving the safety car?
I had to put the boom up to wipe the sweat.
Martin Lofthouse.
Yeah, there we go. Lofty.
Yeah, there you go. I fainted and I come back.
I didn't have a clue what to do, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to do what everyone else does. So I just stuck with you guys.
Yeah.
But you boys in the front would have been crazy to have done it though, because your pass would have come out. Me?
I think I needed.
No.
Or
If-
Dave.
if-
Dave's the man to ask.
That's at this point the safety car. How short were you?
I was about 3 laps out.
Yeah.
I would have been on the. We had 20 to go, I think, didn't we? 21 to go.
22.
20. We had 23 when it was going to restart, and we needed 22 or something.
Yeah. So it was going to be line ball.
And we had this discussion in our team before the race, you know, across the drivers, across the various splits, and we worked out, well, okay, what do we do under a safety car with the fuel strategy for this track? And if you had track position, we worked out to stay out. You know, unless you were inside your fuel window. And I kept looking. I thought, no, I'm not inside the fuel window. Stay out there.
Could you get about 20 to 21 out of a tank, Chris?
I got 22.
Yeah,
I got 22.
I was going to say, so I guess the only other thing you could have done is, knowing you were going to come out in lap traffic.
That's what I didn't want.
Yeah.
But not even that, you could actually save fuel in lap traffic. Because you're sitting behind someone, you can still push, but save quite a bit of fuel. So you might have actually made it based on the fuel burn that you would have been required to hit. Even though you'll be overtaking people, you still would have been sitting in the draft down the back straight in a lot of areas where you need that aero.
I think no one pulled the trigger, so everyone didn't pull the trigger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one went in, so everyone's gone, oh, well, I'm not going to just be the only person to do this. You know what I mean?
And the safety car gets into the pits without crashing.
And see, it got
unlike Cam Veacock.
And when the safety car went in, I think I had 6 laps still up my sleeve.
Yeah, something similar to yeah.
Yeah.
And then it got confusing coming out because I think I went in at 5th, come out in 12th or something. I went, oh, I think I might have stuffed that up.
Yeah,
I'm
well, it's
surprised. That's actually quite a good pit entry.
And then when all the dust settled, I was back in the 6th spot. And Gary jumped me in the pits, and I saw him drive past. And went, oh, fuck, bloody bugger. I think I ran out of fuel like 12 metres before my pit man. I had to quickly put the foot on the clutch to coast up, and the engine restarted.
You didn't have to bleed it.
No. He went, you're out of fuel when I was about 12 metres from the pit man. Geez, I think I pushed that a little bit too far.
That's right, Brady. Just tell me when secret and I'll come back and make a guest appearance.
Let me have a look.
And
not this season.
I'll total it again for you.
July 28, round 7 next season.
I'll
special appearance.
That's it.
And Division 3 too.
I'll do all divisions, don't worry.
We'll do all 3, yeah, 3 computers.
Of course. Quainy's in here too. How are you, Quainy?
Yeah, that's multitasking to the max.
Quainy's in here too. How are you, Michael? And Matty McMillan, how are you?
Good, thanks, lads. Yourselves?
Good, mate.
Better than you were last night, mate.
Ordinary, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say, who put the lawnmower blades on your car?
Wasn't me.
Tell you what, your laptops weren't ordinary. You're flying, mate.
Look, this is probably one of my top 3 favourite tracks, you know, and I thought, I'm going to be in with a good show here tonight. So I practiced all week. And I even done a 19, I think. Wow. 2 minutes of quali. And my first set of tyres, I don't know what the hell was wrong with them. I couldn't stay on the track. They're all over the place.
Our match special.
Yeah.
Actually,
got all too much for me, I think, in the end.
I had that during one of the testing sessions. I just had nothing at all. It was like driving on ice, so I gave up.
Yeah, and then I went to my last pit stop. My last stint of tyres were rock solid, and I just done low 21s for the rest of the race. Yeah, very hard to pass on as well, unless you forced your way through.
You are right there about the tyres. I reckon that last week Winton was the same. When I put on my second set of tyres, the car just felt totally different.
Yeah.
Just ripped up better.
Yeah, well, because the track's gripping up.
It was more so the tyres, but yeah, we have found that of late. Sometimes in iRacing you'll come out and the car's got no grip at all.
Yeah, considering you do 2 laps of quali, and you know most of us were setting some good times in quali, just 2 laps under your belt. When you go to the race, you think, well, I've just got that car. I should be.
Yeah, that's totally different. You're right.
Yeah. I was very loose on my first 4 laps. At one stage, I was telling the boys I was going sideways down the grass at the front straight on about lap 4 because it just wouldn't take the last turn. It just got a neutral slide and slid straight off. And I was just lucky not to hit a concrete wall. So
yeah, I think if you put the I was going to say, I think if you put the camera back on me and Jason here, you might just something interesting. And this helped me at the end of the race, believe it or not. I think it's this lap. If not, it's going to be the next one. Gets the drive on me out of the corner. I think it must be the next one. I backed off a little bit too much there. Maybe not. Next one. Don't mind me.
You're right, Blanchard.
And if it's not that one, it's the next one.
Oh no.
Next, you just want some airtime.
I know. Look,
Here comes Dunny. Here comes Dunny. No.
Yeah.
Pecky's paying me a lot of money to get the airtime.
The next 18 laps, it'll be, oh yeah, it's the next lap.
Next lap.
Yeah.
Well, if you're out there, Mr. Peck, you can come join the chat, mate. And I'm sure if you pay me even more, I could probably definitely make sure you get the airtime.
You know when Blanche is in chat, it's all about him.
No. Just something new. But
Don't worry, Hoffy. If you only split 3, mate, I'll be showing you. Here comes Dunny now.
yeah.
Oi, Blanchy! That was, yep, you learned something there, yep.
Yep. Now that there, I reckon, it paid, just to do that mistake, paid dividends at the end of the race. In the fact that I knew not to try it again up that side.
It's one of those corners, as Varga told me, you got to send it or just stay away.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Vargs?
That's right. Jeez, that's a good save, that.
And I tried it on Faz, but it didn't work for me.
I was going to say, that's those direct drive wheels we were talking about. If that had been with my old belt-driven wheel, you'd never catch it.
Yeah, exactly. And next car's 4.5 seconds behind you, so we'll go back to Gary. So Gary keeping Ed honest here.
Yeah, I'll take second and I'll be able to boys.
Just take it. Don't worry about them. Just take it.
I like these points of the race. I get towards the pointy end for a lap or so.
But at one stage I was second, 12, 8, 7.
We'll go back. We'll drop back to the bloke who's in 4th at the moment, Mr. Michael Hayes. Come on down. Don't go to the pits now.
Oh, now he's going.
So Dave Garbutt was the safety car stopper along with myself and Andrew Galley. At this stage I was in absolutely, oh crap, I've got a fuel save and I'm going to do Mr. McKnight and Warboys and Dengate and use the clutch and save fuel and the rest of it. So at about lap 46 it was working okay. I was going to get home. This is alright. But you really needed to have someone in front of you to get that fuel number down. So poor old Dave here would be like the rest of us going, shit, I need to save fuel.
Gee, he's been the bridesmaid in the last 3 or 4 races, hasn't he? Come in 4th, 3rd or 4th?
Yeah.
They're very consistent, considering he'd been parking it at the beginning. How's all the boys giving him shit at the start of the front line of the race?
Dave Galley, here's your turn to speak up, son.
What do you mean? I just asked a simple question.
Which one you? I was right next to him too, and I was listening because I thought they're all going to come my way because he's not going to.
I just wanted to know which tail light it was.
It was so funny. I think it helped him actually. It made him sort of less nervous.
Relax. I was going to say, he actually had a good joke and to speak to me afterwards, and he goes, it was good for a laugh, actually.
Yeah, it relaxed him. I thought he's going to be tense as all hell.
But isn't it funny though how you sort of sit there and you go, oh crap, I've got so and so next to me and I've got so and so in front of me, and it's like, oh crap, how am I going to deal with this? Isn't it funny how we all do that?
The oh shit, Lucas is behind me again.
The amount of time that bunch that we got into the slow corners where we're doing 50% of the speed because people were jostling after a restart or etc. But everyone slowed down and avoided each other. When you said that camaraderie between each other, everyone really did avoid tapping and each other. And we were dropping 50% speed just to make sure that we all lined up on the exits.
Yeah, and that's comes back to that level of respect of driving where you just know someone's not going to throw it up the inside and just not show that respect.
And there was times you could, you know, someone made a mistake or got sideways, you know, you could have, or a bit of, nothing wrong with a bit of bump and grind to get through, you know, but no one did it. Everyone just slowed down and avoided each other.
There's nothing wrong with a bit of bump and grind.
I suppose at the end of the day, you're not going to get it done in lap 1 on 62 laps.
It is the best racing and the best feeling when you've got those people around you that you can trust, that you can race with, that you can be close with, and you know they're not going to do the wrong thing by you. It is good. It is enjoyable, and you don't have to win to enjoy it.
Scott Weston knows that feeling.
Exactly.
Let's not go there, shall we?
I'll leave it at that.
Is it still raw?
Is he driving the pink car next week or what?
Nobody.
You guys still even have a pink car?
Nah.
I mean, sometimes we have genuine mistakes. I'd like your guys' opinion. This corner, I think I'm out of sync with you guys, but an incident happened on the second last lap with me that I was curious about your guys' opinions. No protest was said, but I still like your opinion. Is there
Watch that one.
Yeah, is there any way, I forgot to save my replay, have we got a replay?
Yeah, that's what we're watching now. I'll send it to you later, Ed.
There's some good highlight packages out of this bloody race.
I don't think I was close enough for it to be me, so I don't mind if you show it.
Just for you, Hazy. I'm in P4.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
And
I was going to say,
let's change camera now. Yep.
Chris is down in 7th now. Yeah, I'm in 9th.
Yeah, and I'm sort of shitting myself by now because after that, Dunny and Mark are about 2 or 3 seconds. Actually, they're about 5 seconds in front of me now, and I'm going, how the hell did that happen?
I think I was asking the same question.
Yeah, and then I thought maybe they short pitted a little bit.
Actually, I think the undercut was just, it was huge.
Oh, the undercut.
At the same time as Dunny.
Yeah. That's a bit slow though, Mark.
Who was
That wasn't me.
Who was it that mentioned comparing lap?
Oh, it's Dunny, sorry. Yeah.
Someone threw the carrot out to Ben and what's up?
Hang on, Ben. Let me see if I can do a bit of trickery here.
Oh.
And no, I can't, unfortunately.
And not that I want to put pressure on anybody, but when you were talking about the replay before, I did send it off to Timmy earlier, so hopefully we might get some photos.
No, Timmy's given me a couple of photos I've asked for. So a big thank you to Timmy Nichols.
Are you trying to do the old picture-in-picture there?
There we go. I'll quickly block that. What do you want to say, Ben?
Sorry?
Speak up while you can. What do you want to say about the times?
Oh no, someone asked before about comparing what the fastest lap and qualifying times were between the splits. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you've got it up, have you?
Yeah, I got it up on the screen.
Whipped up a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
The laptop, that is.
It's blocking the footage, but that's alright. Keep talking, Ben. Who's top? Greg? Where does split 3 boys come in? Matty McMillan.
45th overall out of 83 drivers yesterday.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
And Matty was the quickest qualifier at 47th.
47th. So there you go.
Doesn't make me feel any better.
You're still my hero, mate.
Oh, thank you.
Can I just ask a question, Ben? I'm
Yes.
trying to read this carefully on my third screen here. While I keep the race footage going. Where's Baldock in the race pace?
71st.
And can you say very loudly where I am?
54th.
Love it. Love it.
That might summon him in here.
It's like summoning a ghost, isn't it?
Chariots of fire will be coming through.
Really for us older.
So Ben, now we expect to have that every week. You know, just for bragging rights amongst everyone.
No, I reckon, Ben, you just got to type up the comment about fastest lap in the race, Baldock, 75th.
That's third driver's going
It's all right. If you give it, you got to take it, as I say.
That's it.
So, Chris, I don't know about you. At this stage, I was still sort of stressing a bit because not much had changed in the packing order.
No, I was about to say the same thing as well. We're just about 10 laps out, and I'm sitting here going, I'm 7th, and I'm going, how the hell did I screw up my pit stop so much? Yeah, I'm scratching my head going, this is a big task from here. It's yeah, I was starting to wonder.
Well, one thing was satisfying that you could just pedal to the metal. We weren't fuel conserving.
Yes.
Where I could see a pack of guys in front of me, and I'm thinking to myself, how many of these guys are actually conserving fuel?
Well, as Blanchy just saw there, I was clutching and went off the track, trying to save fuel.
And this is it's an enjoyable 10 laps from here because it was.
Bye, John.
It was work, and you had to mentally not get excited either. You just had to keep working it and not overdrive the car. Because as Eddie said, we knew we had the fuel on board.
Oh yeah, and I had Andrew in my ear and as well. And it's like, nah, not going to do this, not going to make it. And I'm like, yes, you can, yes, you can.
Yeah, this is the point of the race that I started to enjoy. I just got past John, and I'm knowing I got plenty of fuel.
It's my PB coming roughly around here. I did a 2800 something in one of the 50s, so I was pushing.
Yeah, mine was the same as well. I think my fastest lap was about lap 56 or something.
Yeah.
I did a 20.6.
There you go. Look, I'm following you. You can see me in the distance.
Yeah, where's Eddie? There's Gary.
Yeah. Why have I got a bit of a lag to use, guys, John?
Because you're probably watching the YouTube stream, and you can watch the Discord. If you watch Discord, you're watching what I'm looking at.
Oh, I see. I just
Yeah.
the play button in the middle of the screen. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try that.
All right, gents. Have a good evening.
You too, Mr. Veacock, and good luck with your scops with SSR, mate.
Let's throw the hat in the ring this time. I've been at it for a long time.
The Vets boys will be keenly watching, mate, so hopefully you do all right.
I'll put on the lead for you, just for you, Johnny.
Yeah, love it.
Not for himself, for you, John.
No, that's right. Going through turn 3, I'll find a way to put on the lead for you.
Make sure Hobbo paints on the bottom of the car for John.
Oh no, I need a sticker on the bottom that says, if you're reading this, please flip me over.
Yeah, wrong side up.
All right, boys.
That's standard addition to a WK&P livery.
Now, who was it? I think it was Timmy or Sips after Daytona last season. We were going to flip all of the sign writing on his car after it ended up on its roof.
Hey, Dave's actually leading the race at the moment.
Yeah.
He would have got a bit nervous because he would have been fuel saving.
No, I tend to think, without Dave in here to defend himself, I tend to think Dave realised early that he wasn't going to have enough or had to severely fuel save, so I think he just went for it.
Yeah,
he's got He's got 10 seconds.
Yeah, on Andrew. Andrew knew he could do it. But the problem was that these boys were left with no one to help them. That was the problem.
Yeah.
So, Dave would have been better off backing up to Andrew and saying, okay, Andrew, you go first and I'll sit behind. Because it was sitting behind somebody, particularly with the draft down that back straight, was worth probably about 0.1 to 0.2 litres a lap.
This is the science, not just driving the car.
Oh, it's the science I learnt when I finally had someone who was happy to go in front of me and I could get home. So all of a sudden I'd gone from being about half a litre short to getting home with a litre and a half after I'd sat behind Laurie Saunders at the end for the last 2 or 3 laps.
I didn't remember hearing you say, Laurie apologise or something. You go, no, mate, I need you.
No, you go, son, I need you, you go. I'm going to sit behind you.
I go, what's that about?
That was being about a litre and a half short of fuel.
Didn't see the tow rope out there.
Hey, Scotty Gamble, how are you, mate? You're welcome to jump in the chat if you want, buddy.
Well, for a split second in the split one race, I actually thought Juggy was going to pull behind Greg and push him. Well, I thought about it. But
I was hoping for it.
As much as Jamie says, I feel sorry for him, blah, 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 he would not do that in no way on earth.
He just seen that lap time come with a gap coming down going, oh, you'd have been
Come on.
I was happy to roll across the line and keep me no incident points.
Yeah. Well, I think based on his reaction, though, after the race, you didn't actually see him celebrate or drift until it was on the back straight. I don't think he realised straight away.
He didn't. He come onto our chat and he said he come over the hill and he thought he was just going for second place.
Yeah.
And then sort of realised he went, oh.
Oh, bugger.
I don't think many of us would actually.
Yeah, we don't just not on the last lap, coming into the last set of corners. Oh, unlucky, Greg.
This is about where I realised I had to do a little bit of fuel saving because I was about half a lap short.
I was going to say because, I haven't passed you yet, have I, on the stream?
That's why I let you go. I thought I'll get in behind you. And, I couldn't keep up.
Yeah, the moment you backed off, I thought, yep, he's got to be saving.
Only half a lap. And then when I got across the line, I still had another half a lap. I'm like, what happened there?
Yeah, well,
managed
somehow
to make it through the S's before I was running out of fuel.
Yeah, well, my crew chief, I think I finished with 7 litres up my sleeve.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
That'd be nice.
And I've got mine set to only half a lap. On my crew chief, I'm actually sort of being tempted to keep cutting it down a little bit.
Bit of corner cutting there?
Yeah.
As soon as you get a track that's 2 minutes long, you'll run out of fuel.
Yeah, that's why I haven't been game to. I think I'll just leave it at half.
Half's been working for me.
Mine's on 2.5, but I still only scrape it over sometimes.
Yeah, I think I got mine on 2. Just to be.
Yeah, I think I'm 1.5.
I know it's cheap stations, but I don't think we're that cheap.
Yeah, see, I don't run crew chief. I run SDK, so I use SDK to do the fuel.
What have I got?
I still can't trust SDK.
Yeah, what do I race? Race lab apps.
I think I found with SDK, and I don't know, between iRacing and SDK, it's been a few times where it's only put 4 litres in when I've pitted. That's been the only issue, but now that I'm aware of it, you check it before you pit, and it works out okay. And I just find using one of the iRacing spotters or the Jimmy Johnson cuss pack, you just don't get as much chat in the ear, and the chat you get is precise.
So at this stage, Dave's got a 17-second lead, 4 to go.
Yeah, but Dave's got fuel issues, and so's Andrew.
Dave,
There's your fastest time, 26.9.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Dave pulls in soon.
Oh, he actually pitted, did he?
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Yep,
On
he
cue.
pitted.
Look at Dave Galley's done a 26.6 as well. Wow.
So you think here, what am I? Oh, no, I'm only 6...
What are you going to say about that, Dave?
8 seconds behind Andrew.
What?
26.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Really humming.
Anyway, things can happen next week.
Anything can happen next week. Yep.
That's right.
Wait till round 10 next season. Everything's going to happen.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to that so much.
That's the ring.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the Neuschloff.
Bugs and I are looking forward to it because we've done laps there.
Yeah, so what?
What's up by now?
Actually, next week will be interesting. I was having a bit of a practice before we come on here, and the sausages on the curbs. Yeah, no fun in a V8.
Yeah, stay off them.
Yeah.
Very easy to get off tracks too.
Yeah.
So Dave's in and out. There you go. He comes back out in fourth spot. Okay. Oh no, he's just dropped down to.
And of course, as I was saying earlier on, Imola's one of those special tracks. You hear Dave definitely rolling down the hill here with the clutch in.
He's been in and out Garbutt's been in and out of the pits. He's come out in fifth.
Yeah.
So close. He must have been spewing 3 laps.
Andrew, he was spewing. He needed half a lap. He would have won this.
Oh, Andrew run
Andrew
out.
Galley, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Ran out coming up the hill under the bridge.
Oh, God.
It was the right call. Pitting under that safety car was the right call, and we did. It was just, yeah.
Here I come.
Yeah, you're on a charge, Chris.
Andrew here, he just couldn't fight.
Nah. You got nothing to fight. That's the hard part about fuel saving. You cannot fight.
I could sniff it. Like, I was watching the times, and I thought, yeah, I've got a sniff here. But, again, when you have a look at so close at the end, could have been so easy, one mistake.
Yeah.
Mm.
And the result was different.
Like it looking at the rally, you're thinking, Andrew's got a cough here. I need Andrew to cough. Not right.
Yeah, watch the gear shifts on the steering wheel. There's no short shifting going on.
Nah. And this is the difference between you boys in split 1 and us in split 3. We don't know how to do this. And then when you start focusing on fuel saving to the max, you know, like I know for myself, I ran off the track.
Yeah.
You know, you start mega clutching and everything else and short shifting and, you know, and yeah, it just becomes so hard. Yeah.
Like Pete said earlier on, he ran up the back into someone because he had his foot on the clutch instead of the brake.
Yeah, I don't clutch the fuel save. I just roll off early. It worked last night. I got 22 laps in the first stint, just rolling off and maintaining the gap at the same time.
So if you can go back to me, John, that incident's just about to happen. It's at the end of the back straight.
Yeah. There we go. TV. Yep. But the problem is I sit there and like do East Coast and watch blokes like Jamie and stuff, and you watch how they do it, and you go, oh, okay, now I've got to do this. I'm going to do this, and you just go, nah. You just stuff it up.
And clutching changes the balance of the car so much.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I think I crossed the line last night with half a litre left.
That's enough.
Yeah, it was enough to get
So
up
this
the
one
back
here, is
straight.
it?
Yeah, so I'm following the boys, and I got 2 teammates, and I'm going, oh, this is going to be interesting.
Oh, Eddie.
Oh. Sent.
Right, these guys are sending
Move
go back.
offline.
Jump back to Andrew.
I'm just catching up now, guys. I'm coming down the back straight.
Oh, you're right.
I forgot to look at so I got his teammate, and then he's let his. So I've gone down the outside. Oof. Collected the wall, got damage. So, what's your opinion on that one, guys? It was.
My philosophy is call everything.
Yeah. No, but I mean, was I in the fault there? Should I?
Oh, I'll have to have a look from different angles.
Yeah.
No, I didn't post. I didn't post it.
It was kind of a dive, but if you're up alongside, you're up alongside. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, there.
He disappeared from my vision, so you know.
He's Andrew with no fuel.
All right, so this is where.
Yep.
So he's.
I think you've held your line there too, Ed. I mean, he's come across it. Unsettled the car.
Andrew's out of fuel here. He's literally rolling now. It's coughing and rolling.
Chris had a little look.
And there's third and fourth.
Yeah. So he's just snuck home in second. Yeah.
Well, he's hanging on, bud, isn't he? Look at him. Fight to the bitter end.
Oh, it was.
So it's good to see Andrew have a good result anyway, because he.
Yeah.
No. With the gear he races with and everything else, he's doing very well.
He was an old manner on the chat. He was. Oh, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it.
And that was 5 laps out or 6 laps out. So I was like, hang on, mate. Yes, you can do this.
And Owen gets to the end of the straight and it's run out.
But well done, Blanchy. That was a good win for you, though.
Yeah, mate. Well done.
That was well focused with 10 to go, mate, because it wasn't looking good, was it?
No, I'm trying to do the sums in my head, and I thought just stick with it. Don't do nothing silly, and let's just see how it plays out. And I knew it had come down to fuel in the end.
Yeah. Like I said, one more lap under the safety car, it would have been bloody interesting.
Yeah. If we had one more lap under the safety car, I would have come in and pitted.
Yeah.
I knew that was when we come around and when the safety car released us. I knew then. I knew that was the mark, and if he had held us, I would have probably gone in on that lap.
Which is an interesting call because that would have put you definitely at the back of the pack anyway. So.
Yeah. Would you give up or probably just stay out and keep the track position?
Yeah, no, it's a tough one, isn't it?
I was considering it too, but I was looking at the relative going, I don't have enough.
When you pitted under the safety car, did you pit straight away or?
Yeah, it was safety car came out, we were coming down the hill in straight away.
But we only had 2 laps of safety car or something.
No,
back of the queue though?
No, we went at the back of the queue. Because we were in race time, we were coming down the hill into the pits, and unfortunately I'd used 2.9 instead of 3 or 3.1 as in our fuel calculator. So I knew that 38 laps with the safety car would equal 39 laps I'd get home. But then I knew I had to save, 0.1, 0.2 a lap, which I knew I could do if I was in. I knew I could do that with a car in front of me. But yeah, once I didn't have the car in front of me, I got stuffed. And Andrew was the same.
I personally would have come in at the end of the second safety car lap.
Yeah.
And just come in because it would have been a 2-second top up and you're out.
Yeah, it was a dice coin to roll.
Yeah.
On that second safety car. Like, if I had my fuel calculator and knew I was a lap short, I might have still gone in. But yeah, I did go in a lap short. But if my fuel calculator was set on 3 or 3.1, it probably would have said 40 laps instead of 39. And I might have thought twice about it. But yeah, it was worth taking the gamble, and it paid off for Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah, your first stint, you only did 21 as well, not 22. So had you gone the extra lap in the first stint, you might have been okay.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's when I knew I was in trouble, when I did 21 instead of 22 in the first stint.
Who can predict? You got to be, like... But like, yeah.
But when you're coming down, the hill there, coming over the hill, and a safety car's called, it's like, go in, do it, see what happens. Where I was sitting.
We're sitting there in the race car trying to work it out, and you think this is why they have so many people in their pit crews to work this crap out for them and run all the different scenarios.
Yeah.
Go, yes, a pit stop's going to cost you 45 seconds, but that's going to put us out with this guy, and and we're trying to sit there behind the wheel going, do we do it? Don't we?
So the SDK map gives me where my pit stop, where I'm going to come out. So I've got a fair idea where to look at that part of it.
Yep.
But it's when I run my spreadsheet with my fuel calcs, and I've got that out by 0.1 or 0.2. That's when it really hurts.
Well done, podium, for tonight's races. I to go.
So, Chris,
cheers, Vargs. Yep. Nice having you here, mate. It's good to have some split one reps between yourself and Greg.
So,
well done, podium. I've dead off too.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, mate.
See you, boys. Thanks, Mr. Taipan.
What were you saying there, Eddie?
Did you say that was your first win in Veterans?
That's my first win in Vets.
Oh, well done.
Well done, Blanchy.
Well done, mate.
Yeah, well done. That's good stuff.
Yeah,
one of many.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah, he did all right considering he's really a split 2 driver and he sandbags every week.
Here it comes. Yeah, I knew it was coming. Listen, that's
for his own teammate.
That's why we asked Benny to do the spreadsheet now, so we can sort of gauge ourselves.
Maybe we should put Chris up and bring
Pecky
Blue 37 down.
Ooh. No, actually, I'm going to say no, because I reckon my driving standards have improved a hell of a lot without Blue 37 in my split.
But just getting back to the competitive nature of the race with, there's Chris back in 7th spot, and like he never led from start to finish and dominated. Yeah, he was amongst traffic the whole, and under pressure from second most of the race.
I'd have to agree with you. I reckon the top 10 in this split, anybody can win.
That's what we tell ourselves, John.
It's only going to take a bad race from someone in the top 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And that opens it up again.
Or a Dave Galbert that's still on the start line.
You were the 45th person to win a Vets race, mate.
Wow.
Am I really?
Yep.
Wow. Top 50, mate.
Top 50.
But unlike Roy Clark, he only took 100. He only took 15, where Roy's had 103 starts and only has 1 win.
Where you got that stat, Ben?
Hey, Hoffy,
go live. I'll bring it up.
Can you just tell me how many races has Hoffy won?
I'll just have to go. I'll have to keep scrolling.
No one gives a.
Bring up the spreadsheet, Ben. We'll go live with it.
No one gives a flying rat's fat what you think, Blanchy. Shh.
Here we go. Here's a spreadsheet.
But who's had more podiums?
Jamie McKnight. Surely he hasn't won.
I've had 3 so far this season.
I've had 3 in total.
So Jamie's had 55 wins.
Has he?
53 wins.
53 wins.
I'll just increase this
That's
size.
better.
There you go.
Yeah, 24 to Vargs. 9 to Scotty Gamble. Johnny Latham up there. Shane McMillan number 5. You've been outdone there, Matty.
Oh, yeah.
Guy Leach is doing the Shannon series. It's great to see
Last
Guy again. Yeah, love to get him back in vets.
When I started, that's going back when we had, Lucky Band steering wheels, mate.
Yeah. Oh, guys doing the Shannon's NTE series. So it's good to see Guy still going around somewhere.
Even this old guy's got a win.
The Goldfish.
Yeah.
How'd the Goldfish get a win?
I think it was a split 2 win from last season.
You need to somehow get into Dan Lisa there and just change that name to Goldfish.
I wish.
Keep scrolling down. Where else do we go?
Baldog 0.
0. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you get rid of that guy at the top, and it sort of opens it up a lot more people. Can sort of get some wins.
Definitely does.
Oh, here we go. Oh, look who's turning 100 next week.
Ooh, there we go.
Time.
We'll have to make a big deal of that when the Split 3 boys get on the grid.
Just a quiet remark about Jeffrey Eddy. He's only clocked up something like 21 off tracks for the 6 races.
119 over 25 races.
So he averaged, is that an average?
4.76 a race.
But this season he's done 6 at 21. So
Considering he's racing at 4 o'clock in the morning, that's a fair effort.
This is a shock to me. Marty Hansen, 109 races, 0 wins.
But he's still the best looking bloke in V8 Vets.
He's yeah. Unless your name's Mark Peck and you think you are.
When he gets on the box so he can look in the mirror.
Yeah, that's it.
Ian Maltby. I miss Ian. Ian was good. This battle a fair bit with Ian the last couple of seasons before he set out this
there
one.
you go. There's our broadcaster.
Lukey.
He's he's on one race with us.
Surely he's not over 40.
Yeah.
Sounds younger than that. Matty Parker, 62 starts.
Scotty, 69.
Wow. Quaney's done 65. That's a fair effort.
Yep.
I'm up to 6
I remember
now.
I remember race 1 for Queenie. He got abused by Vargs at Bathurst.
Abused.
Yeah.
God.
We'll just ignore the insert number over here.
Woof.
Spoke to Rushy tonight. The races are too long. Michael Stewart. Some big names down here. Oh, there's my brother in front of me. That's a rip-off.
What's going on there?
Yeah.
This is by name.
Okay.
203 drivers total. Who were the last 3? Oh, there you go.
Archie Faz and Peter Vanderkroon. 203. That's a fair effort when you think about it.
It is.
Considering 40 plus.
But we're talking about the competitiveness of it here in Split Free now after Ben put up the with the 2 drop. There's 3 points covering 3 of us and less than 10 points covering 4 of us.
Mm.
You know, it's tight.
It's gonna be tight.
Oh, it definitely is.
Yeah.
Especially when the top 3 get a wild card into Division 2 next season.
Or they minimum Division 2. They can't go back to third split.
But they can try and set a time for Div 3.
Yeah, they can try. They can try and get into Split 1.
Sorry, Split
but
1.
They can't go back to 3.
Yeah.
Mr. Rush, how are you doing, buddy?
Mick, how are you? Hello, Mick.
Speak up, Mick. Call the microphone.
What?
Yeah.
How are you, Rushy?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Good to hear you, mate. How you been?
Yeah, alright.
We just had your
Glad
name
to
up.
see your mouse.
What?
I said I'm glad to see your mouse found its way down to the vet's room.
You what?
Said I'm glad to see your mouse found its way down to the vet's room.
Ha ha.
How you been, Rushy?
Yeah, alright.
And story has it, mate, you've been doing a fair bit of dirt racing on the RX stage. How's that going for you?
Oh yeah, it's up and down. Like,
well, it is literally you have jumps there and everything.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing unusual.
Nothing unusual. Oh, that's all right.
Nah, it's good fun.
And it's good. We've still got Scorpions being represented by the boys. Hazy continues to show me the icon every week, usually in my mirror or while I'm chasing it.
Travis and Paul are doing well at the front of Split 2.
Yeah.
Winning the
They
championship.
do their own thing.
Yeah.
Doing very well there.
And Todd. So, yeah.
Oh, very good.
And John
All
King.
right, boys.
And what about the first split, Ben? You want to quickly show that before we wind up the broadcast?
Yep.
Oh, is that us?
The first split. And Brenton Nishki, that's pretty good going. Stewie Hall. Mark Duggan doing very well, considering the obstacles he's got to deal with day to day.
Yep.
And Kenzie in there. Scotty McCune. Good to see a bit HRS boys up there. HSR boys there. Greg Sharp, Ty Burns, Timmy Nichols and Peckies. Greg Favell doing well. And Brenton doing very well as well. It's great. It's very competitive. There's not much between them all.
Yeah.
And a few big names outside the top 20, isn't there?
Well, I said if the season finishes now, there's going to be at least a couple of spots that are guaranteed to go. Like that one, probably that one, that one, that one, that one, probably that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. So
yeah, it's going to be
might
tough.
be hard to get back in. But it'll happen to someone.
And have we set the tracks yet that we're going to be doing for pre-qual?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet. When I know, I'll ask for some setups and I won't tell anyone until probably a couple of weeks out.
Yep. Yeah, so it's going to be fun and games again for a week 13. Anyway, boys, before I press the end button on the broadcast, I just want to thank everybody for dropping in tonight. And next week we before I quickly do click this.
Imola.
Imola, yeah, that's right. Next week we're at Imola. Any thoughts about that track, boys?
Stay off the curbs.
Yeah.
Stay out.
It's not a bad track. It's one that we've done quite often. It's come up quite regularly throughout the broadcast seasons.
It has.
So yeah, it'll be all right.
Suits these cars, I think.
I don't mind it, so we should have a good battle, John.
There we will. Don't you worry. Aqua Minerale will be lots of fun. Tozer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah,
absolutely love it.
To keep you interested for the period, isn't there?
Mm.
Nice long straight to have a bit of a rest on, and
we could always be mean and chuck the moto version in.
No.
No. I'm actually looking forward to both it and Zolder coming up. You know, just to try them in a V8 supercar. I've done a lot of laps of them in a GT Free series, so it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, Zolder's a bit of fun.
Yeah,
Zolder's gonna, off track city.
Off track city. And I think last time we went to Zolder, you had a start line incident as well, didn't you?
I did.
He did. He was, from memory, was facing
back
the wrong way.
Yeah.
Before he even left his pit box. Yeah.
Anyway, long story short. Anyway, I'm going to end the broadcast there, boys. Thanks, everybody. And same time next week, 10 p.m. next week. And we'll all be here. Jump in, join the chat, and have some fun. Cheers, guys.
All right. Thanks,
Cheers. Thanks.